I want to ask you, Mintzy, about Swayze Field specifically. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be making the trip, but it's 100% capacity, right? I mean,
it's Mississippi. So I'll give you this. So Mississippi did an awesome job on the vaccine rollout, and it doesn't have the biggest population, and so they're just vaccines everywhere, man.
Right.
They did a great job, and Tate Reeves, the governor, opened it up. I guess it was like a month ago, and I was there last weekend. It was fully the outdoor stuff.
Right. And I mean, the Mississippi State Ole Miss series was insane. I mean, I was just saying that Mississippi State Ole Miss series was absolutely nuts. Like, it was incredible. I mean, I was jealous. I was like, I want to be there.
That was my first one time I've been to the Dude in Starkville, and that was the nicest college ballpark I've ever been to. I mean, it blew me away how nice it was, the architecture and the sightlines. Ole Miss's atmosphere is incredible, and I love Swayze, and especially I'm out in left field, and we do it huge, man. We had crawfish pulls and gumbo and grill out burgers and steaks, and we do it really big out in left center. And the student section is right field in Oxford. But, man, I want to say how nice that state ballpark was. I mean, it blew me away. Looking for a great atmosphere in Swayze this weekend. This is also the first of – they're doing 2 graduation weekends this year because they didn't have one last year. And so Oxford's going to be jammed. It's going to be really, really big atmosphere and wild this weekend. And in the same vein as you, we're both hoping our schools win 2 out of 3 on this one. Ole Miss really needs to, after losing 4 series in a row, but did have that huge comeback on Saturday. Kind of hoping that's the springboard to get this thing going. Kind of think they need to get to 17-13, I think, to host a regional. I think that's a fair thing. And Ole Miss is scheduled down the stretch. South Carolina going to be very tough at home. Vandy coming in going to be very tough. But the road series manageable at A&M, at Georgia. I think 7-5 here is definitely in play.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. You say the biggest, I guess you would probably say the key for Ole Miss this weekend would be the bullpen, I'd imagine, the pitching staff. And for South Carolina.
Gunnar Hoglund. So I paid attention to South Carolina teams, and I've noticed y'all kind of lost a lot of Friday night games and bounced back.
Every single one of them outside of Florida, which we won in 14 innings.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. And so to me, the Hoglund thing is big. I mean, if he can go Friday, Ole Miss needs to win that first game. Really, really bad. Take advantage of that. And then Nikhazy's been pitching. I mean, he's been pitching almost as good as anybody in the Southeastern Conference on Saturday. So I feel good about that. And, it seems like South Carolina is really tough on Sundays. When you look at Ole Miss, Derek Diamond, the freshman, feels like he's been coming on lately. I think he's going to be the number 3 starter on Sunday. He pitched pretty well against LSU, even in the loss on last Friday. But, overall, I think Ole Miss needs to get it very, very important to win that first game of the series with the way South Carolina tends to close and also just to build on the momentum from last Saturday. Because I'm telling you, man, it was like a morgue in that stadium last weekend. You get swept at home by LSU team that was 4-11 coming in. Granted, a very talented LSU team. Y'all just saw them. I mean, they got those freshmen, or Trey Morgan and Dylan Cruz and Jordan Thompson. I mean, those guys are awesome.
They're very talented. I told our listeners, I said, listen, they might not have the best record, but you don't go to play baseball at LSU if you suck. Let me put it that way.
No, not at all. So I kind of feel like they're not bad, but I just thought the season felt like it was kind of crumbling, and that comeback Saturday, I'm hoping is the springboard. And, I don't think Ole Miss is like a top 5 team or anything that. I do think they were a little overrated early, but I do think they have the capability of hosting a regional. And then how college baseball goes, man. You can get hot in the postseason. Anything can happen. And so I think that's got to be the goal right now, is to right the ship and try to get to like 17-13, or 18-12 seems auspicious. 10-8, but you never know. But if you and just really need to focus on getting that regional bid.